let's have a look at the final game of the day. That is the later game, and I need to get that. The later game
Mali
of the
South
day
Africa.
will be Mali and South Africa. So you've seen the South Africans on social. The South Africans are talking big, you know. And of course, for our viewers, if you don't know, there will be live radio commentary of this particular encounter on Citi 97.3 FM. So stay tuned to that. That should be fun. Edmond, so there's Yves Bissouma. He should feature for Mali. Lots of the Tottenham Hotspur fans will be cheering for him, hoping he does well. But they are taking on a South Africa team who, like I said when I was talking to Adam, they seem to have all of a sudden woken up and they want this team to succeed and do very, very, very well. They've got players of quality, Percy Tau, some of the chaps from Mamelodi Sundowns, and all of that. If you're South Africa, what would be your mindset as you start this AFCON, taking on a Mali team whose profile has been rising in the last few years?
Well, for South Africa, it's more like they're trying to take a leaflet out of Egypt's book. Having a lot of players from one local team to try and use their cohesion and their style of play to boost the national team.
Okay.
This is mainly a Sundowns team. This South African team we are going to see is a Sundowns team. And it's all because of how their league has progressed. And it has given them the quality that they need to be at this level.
Okay.
And hence that home support, because the people back home basically know everybody. These are the guys we watch every week in, week out. Sundowns is playing, ex-Sundowns is playing. I have a favorite team in South Africa. That's another. So the Sundowns contingent is being looked at as the foundation for this team, where Hugo Bruce expects to build something enormous from. I'm just praying that Percy Tau keeps his head down and that's what's needed of him and does not go to do Percy Tau things, because when he does Percy Tau things, it would mean that he'll be off the pitch in a red card incident also. But hey, this is their time and they feel that they want to really go far. For me, their group is one of the most even groups in the tournament. Like, it's really even. Everybody can literally just beat everybody on paper even. And for me, it just sets us up for really exciting times. Mali would want to impress with Yves Bissouma doing Bissouma things in the middle, but it's going to be difficult for them.
I see. Safo, final word.
I love South Africa. All my homies love South Africa. But they are going to miss out on Lyle Foster. Yeah. And it comes back to these things I'm saying about African players and their hesitant. He said Lyle Foster didn't take the opportunity to represent the country because of mental
health issues. Yeah.
But he's playing for Burnley. He's been featuring in the past. He played on Friday. He played the previous game to Aston Villa. But in as much as they are going to miss a player of his quality, you would expect South Africa to do well, because it's basically Mamelodi Sundowns annex. I am not a huge fan of Hugo Bruce. I think Pitso should be managing this South African team.
I see.
Pitso is like the best coach you can get on this continent.
I have a different opinion.
Okay.
I think Rulani Mokoena.
Oh, the Mamelodi coach.
Yeah, he should be South Africa.
But you see,
I don't think he wants that job now. I think he wants to win something.
South Africa is in the golden age when it comes to managers, when it comes to good league. It's always difficult to figure out why and how they can crack
Let me tell you why. It is because for many years, the players who do well in the league are not the players they select for their national team.
Okay.
Oh,
So you've got star players in the Chiefs, Pirates, and Sundowns, and whatever, Super Sport. Those players never get picked. They pick other players, right? They pick their players because sometimes they feel that some of the players are not even ready to play for the national. They think that it's not worth it playing for the South African national team. So they pick players who they used to deem as being committed. It's now that things are changing. It's now that they found a crop of Sundowns players who want to play. And in the last few years, they've had these like good youngsters coming through. So if you look at South Africa's under 20, it looks really nice. The under 23 looks really good. It's now that the players are beginning to think that, okay, look, if I play for my country, it looks really fashionable, but it's never been there.
But also, not everyone in the South African Premier League is South
It's
African.
South African, yes. So some of the best performers
They are Namibia, Zimbabwe, Tanzania.
They even have Colombians
And they have
Brazilians
because of their
as well.
names, you would easily pass them off for South Africans.
They are not.
So
They are not.
most of them too are not. So, I mean, for
But this
Mali
game should
to
be a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, for Mali,
they are missing Doucouré. Doucouré turned down because he wants to help Everton. I mean, I hear these stories, but you see, Doucouré has never been a pivotal player for Mali. And you see, Mali, I am expecting them to do something like what Senegal is doing, because they are also building their football, but you are not seeing the results.
okay, so if I pinned you to the wall and I asked you, for a country like Mali whose progress is spoken of, what do you think will be success for them in this competition?
Round of 16.
Round of 16.
Yeah, because seriously, like Safo said, we are not feeling the impact of the project, that the Malian project going on, like the Senegalese project.
So you say round of 16.
Round
So
of
for
16.
you, what will be success for Mali?
Success is they should be in they are good enough to be in the semi-final.
So semi-final.
Last four.
All right. Let me